activity. It's going to get us moving around and get our blood flowing and our brains going. So it's called I'm Like Jack. And how it works is there's going to be a statement that's going to come up onto the board. And you're going to have 4 choices that you would make if you were in Jack's position himself. And so the 4 corners of the room are going to correspond to the 4 choices that are up on the board. And we're going to have choice A up front, choice B back in the corner over there, choice C over there, and choice D over there. And I can remind you of those again when it comes up. And you do have the ability to choose I don't know, but if you do choose I don't know, we'd like you to make a decision by the end of each statement. So let's get up and get moving.
Why don't we push our chairs to the middle a little bit so we can walk around? So let's take time to shove all the chairs to the middle of the room.
So the first statement is, Jack left his family in order to finish high school in Florida. So A, I would too. Education is important. B, I would only go if I was going to live with relatives. C, I would not leave my family. And D, I don't know.
Sorry, where's D again?
D? D is back there.
A, B, C, D.
Okay. So to help those who don't know, could I have a person from choice A tell me why you made that choice?
I was kind of thinking that that's pretty much what we all did. Most of us left our house to come and get an education, and a little further move's not that big of a deal. Plus, the island was kind of going to hell, so I would get off if I could.
Okay, and can I have someone from choice B explain as well?
I don't know, I feel like if I was in high school and, I don't know, like if I was that age, I wouldn't really want to leave my family to go somewhere unless I knew where I was going to go and like I had connections there and I knew like the family that I was going to live with. I think I would need more stability behind my decision.
Okay, and can you tell me why you made your choice?
What about everybody else? I don't know. I probably wouldn't want to leave my family just because, like, in the high school age, I would just assume that, like, my parents kind of know what's best, and I would just kind of roll with it. And maybe, like, if an opportunity, like, came up that was like, oh yeah, I definitely have to take that, like, later on, then I'd probably do it, but I probably wouldn't, like, step out and be like, hey, I'm leaving you guys, so.
And now does that help any of you guys make your decision of where you would want to go?
I think that the circumstances would change my mind. So if I was in his similar situation where he's kind of not going anywhere and, you know, making bad choices there, I don't know if I would switch or not. I don't know that anybody has moved me in one direction or not.
I probably would move towards the I wouldn't leave my family, just because like if I was in the high school age, I probably wouldn't, but then I kind of differentiated high school versus like now leaving for college. Like I would say that was a different story for me because I felt like I matured a little bit more.
And do you have a decision yet, or?
Well, just like looking at his situation, he was kind of living on his own anyway when he was down there, now that I think about it. But I think I would, if I had to choose another one, I would go with B. Like that, I don't know, just the age of it just feels more stable. Like I wouldn't feel comfortable supporting myself and going to school and having to make arrangements for living and stuff if I was in high school.
Thank you. Thank you to everyone who shared. And now we're going to go on to the next statement. So, Jack interviewed the Black Revolutionary Party leaders. A, I definitely would, which is over here. B, I would, but only if I had other people with me. C, C, I would not. There's too much hostility and tension. And D, I don't know. Oh gosh.
Divergent thinker.
I guess so. For those who would interview the party leaders, can one of you tell me why you would want to?
I feel like that's just like an amazing opportunity to be able to do something like that. So I take it. Okay.
Is that true? And anyone from Group B?
Yeah, it's a great opportunity, but I think going by yourself would not be the best idea. Especially with like a group of large men, and being a 19-year-old male or female is probably not the best idea, especially when there's tension. But if you had other people, then it would be like, I don't know, safety in numbers, I guess.
Okay, and can anybody from Group C tell me why they would not?
I'm not personally an experienced interviewer, and so even if I was with people, I would just be like the weird shadow in the back that's like just there, and the people would also probably be like the same as Jack, like, why are you here? And I don't know, I would feel uncomfortable because I feel like he comes without any notice, and I feel like that's just walking in on like their lives, like, and that's it's hostile, and there's a lot of tension there, but it's also like it's an important thing that happens, and me being there, I almost think that would be like disrespectful to their movement. So yeah.
Okay, and since you don't know, have you been able to make a decision towards one way or the other?
Yeah, I'd probably choose that I wouldn't interview them just because, I don't know, like, that can be someone else's job, and I can, experience that through them, but I wouldn't want to put myself in that circumstance.
Okay, so thank you again to everyone who shared, and we're going to go on to the next statement. So, okay. Jack went to the dope party to look cool around his friends. A, I would, but only to hang out and look cool. B, I would hang out with those friends elsewhere. C, I would not. And D, I don't know.
Remember, it's legal here. It's just being videoed.
Okay, for those of you who would you elaborate?
I don't know if I would do it to look cool, but I would still like I know people that smoke weed. I don't smoke weed, but I still hang out with them. I don't really mind it. So.
It's not recorded. It's private though. It won't be out on YouTube.
Okay, and from B?
I have friends that have, parties, and they go to a separate section of the house or, outside garden party. So I hang out with them when they're not actively smoking. So technically, it's like elsewhere.
And somebody from Group C?
I wouldn't go just because I felt like Jack didn't want to go.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna just go go hang out in that situation if it's not something that I would want to do. I just feel that way in general. So I don't know. He seemed to be really resistant at first. He was like, I guess I don't have friends, so why not? And I don't know. It just doesn't seem like the best situation to make friends.
Also, just from looking at the book, it's just he goes to that dope party, and then everything goes downhill from there. He tries it once, he doesn't like it, and then he thinks, oh, why not again? And then he gets addicted. So it's why would you surrender yourself to that environment? There's a chance that it could ruin your life. So
Definitely a great point. Okay, thank you to everyone who